Hello fellow Elune players, or maybe those who just stumbled across this video and don't play Elune yet. My name is Wilson and I like playing Elune, and as you can see from this title, this video is gonna be about 10 things that I personally like about Elune. These 10 things are all about Elune and all internal based on the game, gameplay, and whatnot. It's not in any specific order, so as I count to 10 and list what I like, don't think about like it being a top 10 or anything. And aside from that, the things I mention are probably found in other gacha games, but the sole purpose of this video is to focus on Elune itself. So, without further ado, let's just get started. Number 1, the 3D graphics and just how everything visually looks is amazing. So I'm loving the graphics and all the details that are found in Elune, especially how all these characters look pretty dang awesome, and it's just pretty cool how you can like just zoom in on them and even test them out. Like here I got Reeve. Yeah, so the gameplay is just awesome, as in like the 3D graphics are great when you use skills. They have those little animations and all that. So it is something that attracted me from the first look into this game. Like, look at that. Look at Owen. Look at all his like detailed features and everything. As you can tell, he's a buff guy. But look at this. Wei Wei, one of my favorite characters right here. Looks amazing. And oh, I should not show her behind like that. I'm sorry. Do not get me in trouble or anything. And then there's Arslan. Yeah, awesome graphics, right? See, that's what I like about this game. So plain and simple, graphics got me into this game, got me hooked. Number 2, PvP, or also known as air battle in this game. PvP is great, as in you could play against other players. I know you could do that in other games, but in this case you could pick between 3 players with different CP. You can test out your units, change up formations, and it's awesome being able to play against other players, even though it's not actually them playing. It's all ran by computer. It's just fun to play around with your offensive team and your defensive team, especially when you could set it up on the bottom left. So yeah, it's all preference, and it is a fun aspect, especially if you like being competitive. Number 3, alliances. It is the guild system in Elune. This is pretty cool, especially if you like being a part of a community, a little community with all your friends and whoever. It's just a great way to interact with other players, especially if you communicate with them. But it's also fun because you get to do alliance bosses with them to get equipments. You could donate, level up your guild. It's just a competitive aspect of the game aside from PvP. Hopefully, if you guys decide to join, you take advantage of the perks and things that it gives you and just enjoy the game with others. Number 4, NPC quests. These are quests that you can do throughout the hard difficulty of adventure quests. These are great, especially when you're trying to farm. It involves having units with affinities, in which as you do their quest and you complete it, you get to level up the affinity with the unit, and you get to collect all these different types of things, such as rubies, light summons, seeds, gold, and it's just a way to gain something out of grinding through all these NPC quests. Plus, aside from that, there is a mission that includes getting the legendary character Wei Wei from doing 100 NPC quests, but in this case I already collected it once, so now it jumped all the way to 200 to get another copy of Wei Wei. So NPC quests is something that I look forward to when grinding, because not only can you get a legendary character, you get other benefits as in gold and all those other aspects that I mentioned. Alright, number 5, costumes. The costumes in this game are just really visually pleasing, and in this case I'm using Wei Wei as an example because she is my favorite. There are different costumes you could get, whether you want to spend rubies on it, pay real money for it, or just obtain it from evolving your characters. And in this case, look at this, there's a variety. Even their like little designs, hair colors, and all that changes. What I also like about it is that you don't obtain an effect from buying these costumes. So even though you're free to play and all that versus being like pay to win, it's just free like from stats. So there's no better treatment for pay to win players. Costumes are awesome, visually pleasing. Get it if you like it. It's up to you. Number 6, team synergy and positioning. I've never really played a game in which you could switch up your lineups specifically like how Elune does it in this game. So for instance, there are 4 different formations: attack, defense, charge, and iron wall. It's really cool in this game because you can position your units and you're able to just have these little stats based on the formation you have, which does help. Like, for example, the attack would supplement your HP for the frontliners, and by the arrow indications on the right, there are 2 orange pointing up, like arrows. Those are basically your frontliners, and since there's 2 of them, they both get max HP increase by 6.2%, and then the backliners get a crit rate up by 6.2% based on the 3 blue arrows pointing down. This is really fun to play around with your team and just to adjust it against PvP or even in PvE against bosses and all that. It's just really fun to rotate and strategize. It just adds more to the game itself based on positioning and just having those little boosts. Alright, number 7, boss battles. So boss battles in this game, aside from what you can get through the Alliance boss battles, it is something that's beneficial if you want to obtain equips. So in this game, you probably get the best equips from doing these boss battles, and it's really cool how there's 10 different stages, which are difficulties in this sense, of just fighting all these bosses from the adventure mode. Not only do you get awesome equips out of this, once you complete each of them, you can look through the index, look at the bosses, and you obtain gems, or rubies in this case, for each of the stages you clear. So let's say you beat stage 10, you get 100 rubies, versus beating stage 3, you would only get 30. But still, you're getting something out of it besides getting equips. You're getting rubies, and that is like the main currency in this game aside from gold. So boss battles is definitely worth trying out, and it's something I like. Number 8, bonus buffs. The game is very generous. It gives you 3 different buffs to choose from, and you get a total of 3 buffs per day. So this resets every 24 hours, and it's great for individuals, all the Elune players, because you get to choose which one you want to use. They last for an hour each, and they all have their own little benefits. So if you want to find a different way to level up all your Elunes based on EXP, and you don't want to go through training, there is the Elune EXP up. This is great, especially if you want to grind it out in adventure modes and all those stages. But same for gold and account EXP. So if you want gold, which is the actual main currency of this game, it's very necessary for a lot of things. Just use the gold up EXP. And then there's also account EXP, which is great, and that's what I personally choose because you are able to level up and enhance your zodiacs based on every 5 levels you gain account level wise. So yeah, bonus buffs are great. It's nice for the creators and developers to give us this every day. Use those wisely because they last for an hour each. So if you're gonna grind and just leave it on auto or something, just throw it on and just don't touch your device for like an hour or so. Number 9, pirates. Pirates are basically like a bonus like little stage that you could enter whenever you are grinding the same stage in adventure mode. And what are the perks of bumping into these pirates? Basically, they give you a crap ton of EXP, both account and Elune EXP, and you get a variety of rewards ranging from gold, getting characters, like just normal characters or rares, and then you also get scrolls which are used to enhance your skills. So it's definitely worth entering these and taking them on every time because it helps you level up faster and you just get a bunch of EXP and gold. I really like that about this game, especially when I'm grinding, because I do tend to grind in auto a lot, and whenever I come across these, I get the chance of just gaining more out of it. So it's nice features to the game. Definitely something I like and haven't seen before either. Alright, number 10, the supply store or whatever, just the supply. This gives you a chance to get 3 things, either soul stones for characters, you get gems just to enhance your skills for each characters, and equipments. Equipments are great because sometimes you could get legendary equipments that you could also obtain from boss battles, but this just gives you another alternative way to receive them, so this supply is awesome. And then for gems, it's not really easy getting grade 5 gems unless you grind it out in hard stages, so this is also another amazing alternative. And for soul stones, if it takes a while to collect legendaries and all these characters you don't even have, over time as you accumulate these, you'll be able to summon the legendary or any hero of your choice based on the soul stones you collect. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, do appreciate your time. Leave a comment down below of what you like about Elune. Maybe you guys agree or disagree with me, and give this video a thumbs up. Appreciate the support. You know what it is. Peace out. Stay tuned for more.